welcome back to Rob's World. Today is a movie review. Mission Impossible, just checked it out. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Just saw it last night. First off, overall impressions, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good movie. It was definitely, it was thrilling. You know, it has they always have to do in every Mission Impossible movie. It's like they have to disguise themselves as something. They have to take off the mask and there's somebody else. They were disguised as somebody else. So they do that in the movie. They do that in like every movie. Tom Cruise is doing Tom Cruise stuff. You know, he's running around, he's doing his thing. He always running, which is funny because it's just like, he always running. Just like, there are times which is like, he could just get a car. It's like, why won't you just get a car? You know what I mean? And he's running, but whatever. But it's funny, it's funny, it's cool, and that's just, you know, he's doing his thing. So Tom Cruise, all his own stunts. A brief recap, you know, all these action movies, it's always some world-ending thing. It's always some world-ending thing that's happening there. With this, it's the entity's taking over the world or whatever. It's AI, which in today's society, you know, that's actually it's interesting that they went that route. But yeah, it's interesting that they went that route. But this is actually following up from the last movie because this is called Dead Reckoning. I mean, the last movie was called Dead Reckoning Part 1, and I think this was supposed to be Dead Reckoning Part 2, but they ended up just calling it the Final Reckoning and whatnot. But so they're taking some of the elements from the last movie to this movie, so it's just a carryover. So, you know, they got to get the element. They got in the last movie he had the key, and that's how it ended. It ended with him having the key. So in this movie, you know, it starts with him having the key to the element, and he has the power and all this stuff, and he, you know, basically just like, you know, and again, I'm not giving away anything, but you know, it's like, dude, you gotta give up that key. Like, we gotta get that key up off you because some stuff's about to happen. We need that key. So, you know, obviously you got the bad guy, you know, who wants the key. You got the government who wants the key. So the storyline wasn't terrible. All action was good. The hand-to-hand combat fighting was good. Like I said, he's always chasing somebody. The action stunts were good. The plane scene was really good. That scene, you know, you see in the trailers. How he gets to the yellow plane in the trailers is crazy. I'm like, what? And just all the stuff that they was doing in the air on that plane, it definitely has you on the edge of your seat, for sure. Yeah, it was just like, the stuff that they were doing on that plane was just bonkers. There's an underwater scene, and again, I'm not giving it away because it's in the trailers. Oh Lord, that underwater scene, because he got to get to something that's underwater. He got to get to this thing. So, and it's in the depths of the ocean. So he got to go down there and get it. If you freak out about water and stuff like that, it definitely has you on the edge of the seat. I will say, if somebody said, you know, is this movie, was it boring? Was it too long? Was it this or that? It was definitely longer than I thought. It was long. There was definitely parts of the movie where I started to yawn, you know what I mean? And it wasn't because I didn't think it was boring, but there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of exposition, because they have to explain stuff, which I understand. You know, you understand why they're explaining it, you know, because it's helping you understand the mission. So it's exposition, yeah, it's not too bad, but there are times where it's just like, you know, they're on a scene like maybe a few minutes too long, like just a little bit, you know, on an action scene, just a smidgen too long. They're talking just a little bit too long. So it's just, there's definitely some scenes where it's just kind of like, all right, ready for the next scene. but again, the movie was great. But I'm just saying, it was definitely, because it's a 3-hour long movie, and a lot of times I check the runtime, and on this one I didn't. So I'm just like, yeah. And I went to go see it late too, and I'm just like, dang, this is definitely this is a long movie. and you just, you know, it's fine. But was it boring? No. Like I said, it kept my attention. I was on the edge of my seat for most of the movie. I wouldn't say it was boring. It's definitely, you gotta pay attention, you know, but it was fun. Oh yeah, the acting was good. Everybody did well. Vin Rames and you know, obviously Tom Cruise and the tech guy, I can't think of his name. He did well. The girl that they added on from last one, they picked up some new people. They always picking up people. You know, it's like in every movie they pick up like a new member or something like that. So, you know, they did well. Yeah, all the acting was really good. Angela Bassett, you know, she did well. She has like a surprising role in this one as far as her role in the movie. Just like, oh really? That's the direction they went. Okay. All right. So yeah, she did good. She did well. Angela Bassett did well. The one guy from Parks and Rec was on it. I can't think of his name, but he is so funny. The guy from Revenge, I think the father from Revenge was on it. CW show or whatever. Definitely some top tier actors in it. The scene that stood out to me the most was the underwater scene. Because what was happening and the stakes it was crazy. I'm like, there's no way. And just how they resolved that was crazy. It was good though, but again, it was just a smidgen too long. But you understood why. But again, it was just a little bit too long. That's just my own little, you know, it's just a little bit too long. But yeah, I was happy to go see it. Like I said, I was late to the Mission Impossible fan base, and I'm late to the party. I came in probably like Mission Impossible like 4 or something like that. Whichever one came out in 2011. I think that's the one when they were in like Dubai. Because you know, when Mission Impossible came out, I was young. I was probably like 12 or something like that. So I was late to the party, but yeah, I've loved them all since. You know, I love them. And I mean, just the iconic I mean, you know, who doesn't like that? But yeah, man, I love the Mission Impossible, love the franchise. They're always doing some new cool stunts or whatever, and it's cool to follow the story. Like, Mission Impossible is like our 007, kind of like our James Bond. You know, it's like the James Bond of our era. So yeah, he's kind of created his own James Bond, so to speak. That's what makes it cool. And I would say the way that they put the team together and the way that this thing has lasted so long, it kind of feels like, I heard somebody say it feels like Fast and Furious. Kind of like Fast and Furious. But the thing is though, these movies keep getting better. Fast and Furious, God bless them. I would say 5, 6, 7, 8, to me were good. Some people didn't like some of those. I think 5 was the best, 6 was good, 7 was good, 8 was good. 9 and 10, you know, it starts to, whatever, you know, got a little towards the end, but you know, these keep getting better. So, well, they stay good. They stay really, they have like a formula and it works. The way that this movie ended, they might have another one. I think they left it open for interpretation. They might have another one, so I don't know. But like I said, I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself with the movie. If you're a Tom Cruise fan, if you're a Mission Impossible fan, I think you'll like this movie. I'll definitely go check it out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Let me know what y'all thought about this movie if you've seen it so far. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.